Yobachi 2007 back at you, and today we're going to explore the concept of healthy at any weight.
Okay, 1, 2. Oh my god! So easy. So easy. Do it all the time. Let's go.
So easy, right? Let's hear what ease sounds like.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
So apparently that's the sound of ease. What that sounds like to me is the release of a bunch of pressure. Having to breathe out hard, followed up by some wheezing once you got into the seat. But this is healthy at any weight, right? This is what healthy at any weight looks like. This is how healthy at any weight functions. This is you're beautiful no matter what. All women are a 10. This is love yourself the way you are. And here's how you should be. And this is a young woman, and she has to get into the SUV like your grandma, like your 80-year-old great grandma has to wheeze and position themselves and pull themselves up into the car, and you can see she's taken up more than half of the seat. And if it wasn't a big SUV to get into, this looks like this is the back of a Hummer or something of that nature. What vehicles does she even fit into? She might not even fit if isn't an extra large vehicle. But this is the concept, because you can't love yourself and admit you have flaws. Somehow, if you love yourself and admit you have shortcomings and then want to do something about shortcomings, somehow that is then not loving yourself, which is a ridiculous notion. Loving yourself is recognizing you have issues and being willing to deal with those issues so you can be a better you. That is loving yourself. Loving yourself doesn't mean accepting it's not slowly killing yourself, it's quickly killing yourself. Because we're all going to die anyway, but obesity causes you to die a lot younger, at a lot earlier age, and it causes you to go through a more painful death than a natural death would be in your old age. That's the slow part. You go through pain for many years before the death happens, but you die much younger than you would otherwise. And you have a less quality of life. If you love yourself, you would want to have a better quality of life. You wouldn't settle for a low quality of life just so you can be lazy or you can not have to deal with your issues. But there's no accountability for women these days. So looking any kind of way, doing any kind of thing is okay. So let's look at some of the comments. She's 200 pounds. She's a 200-pound weight loss away from greatness. Okay, whatever. She's 200 pounds away from the starting point of normal weight loss journey. All right. All that weight got to be bad on the wheel bearings. Yeah, literally on the car wheel bearings, and then on your own wheel bearings, figuratively speaking, as far as your knee joints and other parts of your body that have to bear all of your weight. This is very harmful. You see a lot of cartilage damage and arthritis in obese people at young ages, 25 and 30 years old, when they're morbidly obese like this, for sure. But even at lower rates of obesity, still many years earlier than you see these types of injuries and conditions in old other people. But somehow we're supposed to pretend like being obese is normal or it's okay. It is not. Fat is literally an abnormality that your body is having to process excess uh, stored energy that it doesn't need and that has no purpose being there, and then that becomes toxic to your body in various ways. So these types of ideologies we should not allow to set in society because they're false ideologies. So let's look at another one. But before we do that, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel. We'd really appreciate that. And like this video up, help us move through the algorithm. Please hit the like on this one, and we're going to get right back to the program. So we have another one here. And we're going to read the caption on this one from the Twitter poster Nerd Cognito. If you're going to go fat and proud, go fat and proud. Don't trim and digitally slim the belly, cheeks, second chin, third chin, neck, arms, thighs, and fupa. We thought you wanted actual representation, not pop cultural pipe dreams. So they go at Dove, and this is clearly a Dove commercial. And so here is the original person, and here is the digitally altered person. If the notion is that all sizes are beautiful and all women are a 10 and love yourself the way you are, and the purpose, as the poster said, is to have representation of who you are, then why wouldn't you be shown and represented as yourself? By the fact that they felt the need to trim her stomach way down, to get rid of the fupa, arms are half the size, some of the neck fat trimmed away. If you're doing that, it's because you're recognizing, acknowledging, and admitting the actual her isn't okay. There is a problem. We need better, so they digitally created better. So the whole concept that they try to push, that we need representation of all women because everybody is beautiful. Every single body is beautiful, which is again nonsense. I don't believe that no matter how my body looks, I'm a gorgeous, handsome man with the perfect body. I go and work out 2 to 3. Well, you count the different types of work. I do weightlifting only 2 to 3 times a week, but I do other types of workouts as well. Home resistance, rock running, and all sorts of things. But I do those things to be in my best position. But part of the reason why I got back on about a year and a half ago on a more stringent scale, because I saw how I was falling off, and I didn't say I'm just beautiful no matter how I look. It's a lie, and this is proof that these folks who push this concept know that they're lying. And what's worse here, why did they digitally alter her face to make her uglier? To make her look weird, the mouth looks weird, and this is uglier than how she actually looks. That's just insane. You're going to digitally alter yourself to look uglier. So see some of the captions here. I love how it's still not her. It's still a better version of herself, just slightly better. Next commenter says, they want to change the culture's concept of beauty to avoid internalized low self-worth. Makes sense to me. Doesn't make sense to me. The rest of the comment is correct, though, what they're trying to do. They want to try to change what's normative to make the world change around them. So again, they as women do not have to be accountable. They do not have to eat a healthy diet. They do not have to work out. They do not have to take blame for their choices in life. They chose to live a lifestyle that leads to them appearing this way and having these health problems. So instead of admitting that, having accountability, and doing something about it, the world is wrong, so they can be right. Insane. It says, male gamers are often the brunt of jokes and stereotypes. Still living with parents in the basement, obese, white, and ugly. No representation for them, eh? Who cares, right? Well, exactly. It's just the greatest truism that there's everything in society and this gynocracy is geared towards women, towards women's feelings, and towards giving advantages and all privileges to women at the expense of men. We have to change. Men are supposed to change their sexual desire to be attracted to abnormally built women. We're supposed to now be attracted to unhealthy women because women shouldn't have to change. Women can come up short, not meet standards, not live up to any type of healthy living, not have to work out and take care of themselves, and that's fine. But men who are naturally short, which they can't help, men who are fat and flabby and aren't attractive, you don't deserve a woman, you don't make enough money, you don't deserve to be able to date, you don't meet standards, you're not good enough. But women should be able to look any kind of way and be any kind of way, and men are supposed to just accept women the way they are. They are the table, just because they were born, and that's it. So what's the lesson here for men? The greater lesson here for men is that we have to stay on our P's and Q's and always continue to improve ourselves, to put ourselves in the best position so that we can demand or command what we want. We don't have to settle for this. You don't got to settle for this or for this over here or from any other of the foolishness we hear from women about how we need to pay their way through life so they can sit at home and do nothing, make their own money and keep it to themselves and not contribute to the family. They're not going to cook or clean either. You got hands and feet, get up and get your own, all this kind of stuff. You don't have to deal with that. You don't have to deal with these women who talk down to you, who are argumentative, who want to be controlling, think that they're supposed to lead a man, but the man is supposed to make all the sacrifices. He's supposed to pay the cost to be the boss, but she's supposed to still be able to be in charge and run things. You don't got to settle for none of this, brothers. And the way you don't settle for this is to not take on this feminine mind state, which women are trying to project on the men in this society. Women who, so many households are raising men with single mothers, are raising so many men to take on this feminine mind state. Men need to understand and maintain their mental mind frame of being men. And what we do as men is we need to strive for excellence. So stay in the gym, get some discipline about your diet, stay healthy, continue to build yourself, understand that you are not a 10 just because you exist, and don't get into some kind of notion that loving yourself or accepting yourself means accepting subpar standards. You should have standards and you should strive for those standards and be sure to meet those standards. So keep striving, men. Continue to come up in life and you can have the life that you want or something resembling it at least. And you can do better than women who want to just give you anything, who want to just give you whatever they want to give you and claim you should just accept it and love me as I am. No, they don't take you as you are. Don't take them as they are. Subscribe, hit the like button. Yobachi 2007. I'm out.